8 ways to blow your retirement savings. Once you hit retirement, guys, you've got it. No need to blow it. You've got it. So just stay away from these things, all right? Just stay with your plan. Stay with what's working for you. Don't do any of these dumb things. And I got all these from Money Talk News. Number 1. Now, I am very guilty of this. So I guess I'm guilty of blowing my retirement savings. Ignoring senior discounts. Yeah. You know what it is with me? It's like I'm still trying to convince myself. What's the limit? 55? I'm still trying to convince myself I'm over 55. I don't feel like it. So a lot of times I just won't even ask. I don't know about you guys, but I don't even ask. But by doing that, you're blowing your savings. Think about it, man. It all adds up. It all adds up. So if you're just going from here to here to here, I'll pay full price. I'll pay full price. Don't do that. You hear that? Don't do that. Number 2, buying unneeded insurance. What I would say to that, mostly in retirement, is life insurance. Do you need it anymore? Do you really need it? I mean, most people when they're retired, their nest egg will probably be big enough along with Social Security or maybe even a pension to protect a spouse once they pass on. Do you really even need insurance anymore? I don't know. Got to think about it. It's totally different depending on who you are. And how do you like these pine trees, huh? As you can see, I'm in kind of a residential neighborhood with that. But look at the size of these things. This is the only thing I'm missing from my house. This is about 7 miles away from my house. If I had these pine trees on my property, I'd be king of the world. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane. This is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If you think you might like it, think about subscribing and like the video. And if you really like it, down here, you can buy me a coffee. I love coffee. So number 3, supporting grown children. That's a big one. And I know if you have any compassion at all, it's like they're your kids, right? Doesn't matter if they're 3 or if they're 73, they're still your kids. You still want to take care of them. But supporting grown children, man, that can wipe out a retirement savings fast. Now, I don't have kids. I've just read the horror stories about it, okay? So unless it's an emergency, do you really have to be there and support them in every little thing they need? Might be tough. Might be tough just to cut them off. I get it. Again, I've never had kids, but I get it. But they're adults now. They're adults. They can do everything on their own, right? Unless it's an emergency. Number 4, maintaining 2 cars. Do you need 2 cars anymore in retirement? Okay, when you were working, you and probably your spouse were working. Well, not always, but a lot of times you needed 2 cars, right? Do you still need 2 cars now in retirement? Think about the maintenance, right? Think about the insurance. Think about that chainsaw. I think people are chopping down trees. What's going on, man? I don't like that. Screwed up my video. So, yeah, do you really need... Oh, I know what it is. It sounds like the fire helicopters. Okay. Do you really need insurance? Do you really need 2 cars now? Think about it. No, that's a fire plane. Okay, there's a lot of fires going on in the area here. One is pretty close to where I'm at. So pardon the noise. Do you really need 2 cars anymore, guys? Or can you get by with 1? That's a big way that people can waste their retirement savings. Number 5, refusing to downsize. Think about all the money and the cost that goes into maintaining your big family home that you had. It might have 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. Do you really need to maintain all that in retirement? Are you afraid to downsize? I get it. Maybe if you've been in an area for 30 years, yeah, it might be tough, right? Think about all the money you would save. If, let's say, you sold that house bought another smaller one for cash. You know what? I had no idea it was going to be this noisy up here with all these beautiful pine trees. That sounds like a jet going overhead. We get military jets up here a lot. I apologize for the noise. I had no idea. I don't live up here, but I come up here often. So think about it, guys. I mean, really, you know, if you don't need all that room anymore, if you're like in a 2,500 square foot house, think about downsizing. Save a lot of money, right? Pay for some in cash, maybe move to a cheaper cost of living, pay lower property tax, lower home insurance. Think about it. That's a smart way to save your retirement savings. Number 6. I don't do this, but I guess some people might. Insisting on brand name medications. Yeah. I mean, I just take whatever works. You know, it's like the doctor will give me something. Okay, I'll take it. What is it? It's generic. What's this name? You notice all those commercials for all those weird, you know, you see it like all the time. Those weird names, these weird new drugs. I don't know what they are. Just tell me what to take and I'll take it. So if you are insisting on brand name medication, you're being pretty dumb with your money. You can save a lot of money just going by generics, right? So I don't care. Doctor, just give me something that works. That's all I need. Number 7, donating to every charity that comes along. Yeah, there are a lot of them out there, right? There are a lot of charity, and here we have another car. I thought I was lost in nature. I was going to go start hiking naked in the woods. What is this, man? It's like Sunset Strip in LA. So donating to every charity. A lot of people do that. A lot of people are bored in retirement. Hell, can you help such and such and such? And you know, once you donate to one, you're going to start getting those emails, right? For another charity, another charity, another charity. You're going to get phone calls. Be very selective on who you donate to and how you donate, right? Don't get carried away with it. We have a limited amount of funds in retirement. Most of us. Well, those of us on moderate income sure do. I can tell you that. I know I do. So when you decide to donate to charity, make sure it is maybe a little here, a little there, or if it's something you really believe in, one big thing you donate to, okay? Don't go crazy, because before you know it, your retirement funds may be totally depleted. And number 8, investing too conservatively. And here we go. Okay, should I put up like a street light here? Is that what I should do? It's getting ridiculous, man. Look at this beautiful scenery and all this noise pollution. And here we go. Someone's sawing wood behind me. So please, I'm sorry. Investing too conservatively. You can't, guys. Once you get to retirement, your money still has to work for you. Okay? It can't just, I guess you can. You can put it in a mattress if you want to. But it's still got to work for you if you want your money to last for 30 years, okay, which is the normal retirement plan, is 30 years. Now, you don't have to be totally invested in stocks. I'm 60-40 stocks to bonds. That works for me. It's totally up to your risk tolerance, but you got to still be invested, guys. You got to be invested. You can't just sit there and have something, okay, I'm going to put it all in a bucket. I'm going to bury it in my, you know, with my gold doubloons in my backyard. It's got to still be invested, because over the long term, and your retirement will probably last 25, 30 years. Over the long term, investing in the stock market pays off. You will have dips here and there, but over the long term, it pays off. Be conservative, but do not be too conservative. You know, I just noticed there's a little stream running down here. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, no, that's cool. I don't know if you can see it, but you can definitely hear it, right? Ah, so pleasant after all those ridiculous downtown LA noises in here. And look at the trees, guys. Look at the trees. Like I said, this is about 6-7 miles away from my house. beautiful community up about 2,000 feet higher than I am. That's why there are all these pine trees. Wow. I would love to live here, but they get a lot more snow than we do in the winter. So it's a trade-off. You know, it's a real trade-off. One thing I do know now, though, from this video is if I do move up here, I'm going to have to invest in industrial strength earplugs. I had no idea. So anyway, from not the high desert, but above the high desert, as always, we got this.